Very professional.
All right, we're back.
Okay,
Yeah,
did you figure it out?
I did not, but that's fine.
Okay.
Sorry about that, everybody. Yeah. I mean, the people watching it on YouTube after it's live, like you can just fast forward all the bullshit. Um, and the people that were watching live, like they're not going to get affected at all because they were watching, then it was gone. Now they're watching again. We're good.
Uh-huh.
All right. Anyways, let's talk about some shit. Let's dive into it.
Okay. Straight
To
into the deep end.
the deep end. Okay, we're going to talk about
Yeah, because the kiddie
megalodons
pool is full of pee.
and politicians.
And actors
Yeah,
and singers.
that's going to be a tough one. All right, here's what you do. Set that down for a second. Yep. Give me the oven mitts. Hand me the thing. No, that. Use one of my hats.
I'm gonna have to yell at a dog.
You yell at that dog.
I apologize to the audience. Peppa, knock it off.
Got it. And then what you do is you make your way. It's crazy. So determined not to be on camera. He made Cooper.
That's right.
Okay. You got it? All right.
That plate just magically floated away. So did a Mountain Dew.
All right, we're back. All right, sorry about that.
It magically disappeared.
It did. Wait, hold on. Why does that remind me of something?
Jave? Or
Was it Jave?
it's one of those. Was it Jave?
It was Jave. What magically disappeared though?
I don't remember.
Oh, that's gonna drive me nuts. It was the first Jave too. Like it was the
Yeah, that's the actual Jave.
the Creeper episode.
That's right. Oh, was it you? Was it Creeper that magically disappeared?
Maybe
Because he got bataranged?
that maybe I don't know. It could have been. Could have not have been. Might have not have been.
I don't remember.
Um.
Well, he shouldn't have told. He should have told nobody.
Didn't tell nobody. Who would I tell?
Yeah, he said he was going to tell everybody.
Oh yeah, I was gonna tell everybody.
I was so proud of that whole Beavis and Butthead couch part for that.
I forgot about that.
Because I remember we didn't even show them. It just had the laughing, but I mean, it was the broken TV and the wall with the hole in it and everything.
Oh, you can see the back of their heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that, and they had Jave playing on the TV with them just laughing.
Well, yeah, because Jave was funny. And anyone who does not watch and laugh at Jave, oh, they're dead to me.
Yeah. You'll get spit in your face because you're not cool.
Right. Carlito will come knock at your door and spit in your face because it is uncool. That's right.
That's right.
All right. All right. So what are we talking about? We got to talk about some cool shits. We started. We just we teetered on a topic there for a second. I think
teeter's an appropriate word, isn't it?
Yeah, teeter.
Teeter and totter.
Teeter and totter is definitely. I think. Do you want to dive into it now, or do you want to wait till a little later in the podcast? Or
I mean, we don't really have to dive into it. Just it's just amazing how many people eat babies. I guess.
Yeah, absolutely, and like do other crazy, fucking weird shit, and like and these are things you knew, right? Like years and years ago. Where people were talking about, oh yeah, people are doing this, they're doing that. It's like,
yeah, they stay young with baby blood, and
everybody's like, oh,
and you're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's the joke. And
Yeah,
it seems more and more likely that that is the case.
yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. It's scary. We live in a wonderful world,
But the thing is it really that scary?
and I think it's pretty scary. It bothers
Okay.
me now because of that, because we know that. There's a channel on YouTube that I really like. I enjoy watching. It's called Epic Dogan, and it makes
Oh
me
yeah.
this whole new thing makes me wonder about Epic Dogan because, like, I thought that their stuff just seemed legit, just seemed so legit. And the episode
Uh-huh.
about people actors staying young with Flintstone vitamins, now I see what it really is, and they were clearly wrong.
Maybe the Flintstone vitamins was a code word because you give Flintstone vitamins to two little kids and they just didn't want to actually say it because they didn't want to die and like all the other people that have tried to talk about it.
I guess that's possible. That is possible.
That's true.
But no, it's pretty messed up. It's pretty messed up. Gotta say it.
Not to get off subject, but like since before we started talking about that, at least on my end, your video has been like paused.
It looks great on my end here.
I got you. Well, that's the important one, I guess.
I would
You're just kind of
say,
staring over to the right a little bit
oh well, I'm
and
sorry.
not moving and whatnot.
And
It's okay.
that's still the case.
Oh yeah,
Okay. Hopefully that's
that
not what it's actually doing.
it
Okay.
happens.
It's not supposed to. I like a flawless
So
system if we're doing stuff.
yeah, I think it's funny how when we started this out, even when we first started with video, like after we quit doing just the audio and started doing video,
We only had one
it's
audio only episode.
yeah, it seemed like I no, like the first three of them
Nope.
because I think Vince was on the third one, wasn't he?
Vince was on the very first episode, or no, the second episode. Oh yeah, so episode 1 and 2 were audio only. Episode 3
Okay,
we had video.
okay. Well, three was yeah. Well, what I'm just mean is it seemed like we were more successful or having less problems in the beginning. It's like the longer we go, the more problems we have.
Yeah, I feel you. I get that.
And going back to what I was saying there, by no means am I trying to downplay the whole baby eating thing because eating babies is bad.
Okay.
But I mean, I don't know, man. I get the weird thing going on. Not trying to say it should. Oh, you're moving again. Anyway, um, not trying to say it should be ignored or accepted or anything because it definitely shouldn't be. But I don't know. It's like apparently this has been going on for like a long ass time, and we just didn't know about it, or
Yeah.
people did know about it, but they thought of it like a joke. But I mean, it's not like anything's changed as of now. I mean, people are still eating muffins and
Throwing pizza
having
parties.
pizza and
Yep.
yeah,
That's what they do.
people are still doing that. Nicolas Cage still looks the same as he did for the last 30 years. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. Nicholas Cage. I can't do his voice. I've been trying so hard. I can't get it.
have you seen the trailer for the Spider Noir?
No.
Oh yeah,
What's up with that?
it's a series on Amazon. It's like Spider Man Noir, but it's Nicolas Cage.
As Spider Man?
Yeah, Spider Noir. Yes,
Isn't he a little old? To be Spider Man?
look at it. Look at it.
I don't want to. Damn it! I'll look at it.
I think you do. I think you do actually.
Fine, I'm gonna look at it. Okay.
And the cool thing about it really is that when that show comes out, it's going to give you the option of watching it in like color or in black and white to make it look all noir like. I
Yeah,
personally think it looks better in black and white, but I'm kind of excited for it. I think it looks good.
that's interesting.
I think it comes out next month, I think, or sometime soon.
Well, I'm checking it out. Hang on. Spider Noir.
Noir. Spider Noir.
Ooh, is that the suit?
Dude, it's like an old detective noir thing, but Spider-Man.
Okay, I'm pulling up a teaser trailer.
It looks awesome.
Okay, yeah.
You're about it now?
When? When does it come out?
I think it's like next month, I think.
That is the best looking thing video wise coming out that I've seen in a while. That look that looked really good. What's it gonna be on Prime?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Oh, that's so fucking cool. I was worried, like I was watching it the whole time. I'm going, okay, it's very Spider-Man esque, obviously, but I'm not seeing any like powers happening or anything like that. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's just a different kind of rendition. But then at the very end, he's all swinging through the city, and I'm like, oh no, he's swinging.
And it looked awesome.
It looked great. I love the suit. I
And
love
whatever.
the suit.
Oh yeah. Like just like a black Spider-Man suit with a hat and a trench coat.
He looked like a detective. Yeah, it's great. And it's got
And
Winston
it's
from
Nicolas
New Girl.
Cage.
I'm
Uh-huh.
cool with it. I'm so cool with it.
And whoever that flaming guy was.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I also noticed that it's not Peter Parker. It said on the building, it said Ben Riley.
Yeah, he was a different Spider-Man.
Well, Ben Riley was like the spider clone.
Oh, I didn't see. I didn't know. I know the name Ben Riley because I took a test literally earlier today, and it said who is Spider-Man, and my options were Miles Morales, Peter Parker, uh, Ben Riley, and there was another one. I can't remember who it was. Anyways, I selected Peter Parker, and I was wrong. And I'm like, that's a bullshit loaded question. It was all of all of the above, but there was only one correct answer.
Oh, was it the whatever Miguel was the last one?
Maybe I'm not. I don't
Because
remember who it
I can't
was.
remember the first name, but the Miguel guy was the 2099 Spider-Man.
It might have been him, but
Miguel O'Hara or something like that.
that sounds
I think
maybe,
I think
but,
that's right. Something like that.
but no. Yeah, it's funny. Like
Well, I mean,
the for the longest time, I only knew about Peter Parker, and then obviously I found out about Miles Morales, and I just didn't like the idea of another Spider-Man for the longest time, and then after some time, Miles just grew on me.
yeah.
I like Miles.
Well, like in the Ultimates, like I was reading Ultimate Spider-Man when it first came out, and you get so far into that, and all of a sudden Peter dies, and then Miles just takes over, and he is the only Spider-Man in the Ultimate Spider-Man
That's
timeline.
that's kind of cool. I mean, it's sad for
That
Peter,
threw me off.
but
Yeah, but it threw me off there. It was like weird.
yeah, it is kind of weird to like take like the character that has been the flagship of the Spider-Man franchise forever.
Well, they had all the main timeline Spider-Man stuff still going, so I guess they figured, it's okay to have two of them.
I figures, yeah, that makes sense. It does. So, Mr. James,
Yes.
what else? What other movies or shows is coming out that I probably don't know about?
Um, I don't know about ones that you don't know about. I know, like, yes, I think it was yesterday they finally released the first trailer for Toy Story 5.
No, that's kind of cool. I saw something about Toy Story 5, but I also saw Toby Fox might have something to do with that.
I don't know.
You don't know who Toby Fox is, do you?
I've heard the name. It's not clicking the bell right, or it's not ringing the bell. It's not clicking the switch or
You've
flipping
heard
the switch or pushing the button or doing any of that right now.
you've heard the name.
Like I
Oh,
said, it's just not. It's not computing.
you don't compute. All right.
But either way, I personally think they should have stopped at three. But I liked four. Four was actually really good.
Three was the
Three was,
one. Is three where they're in the big fire pit at the end?
yeah.
That was a good stopping point.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was Andy giving the toys to the girl, and it
Yes.
was the ending.
That was the best stopping point that movie. I
That was
agree.
the ending, and I so I was not excited about four at all. And then I watched four, and I was like, "Damn it, four was good.
I didn't watch four.
Four's good."
I
It
haven't seen it,
just it's just like three was the perfect ending, so they didn't need to go any further.
and that's
So
why I
it
won't
was
watch
like
the
that.
fourth one.
But four was still good, and so I mean, I'm don't get me wrong. I mean, it seems like they only bring out their really good people for the Toy Story. So I'm hoping that five ends up being good.
It won't. It won't. It might be. I don't know. You don't
I
know
know
these things.
I did go. It was about the kid stuff like that. When it came out, I did take the kid to go see the Zootopia 2 when it came out. And honestly think that was probably one of the best animated things I've seen in a long time.
I still haven't.
As far as far as kids movies.
That's one surprisingly that I've actually been wanting to see. I just have not gotten around to it.
I didn't hate the first one, but I wasn't that big on it. I was like, I thought it was okay.
I, I'm
The
talking.
second one was really, really good though.
I'm,
Really
I'm
good.
I'm talking about the first one. I'm still not seeing the first one.
Oh. Well, that's why I mean it's not that the first one's a good movie. It's just that everybody talked about it like it was amazing, and I was like, yeah, it was pretty good. But the second one's great.
Okay. Can I
I thought it was
watch?
funny.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, what were you saying?
Can I watch the second one without watching the first one, or will I be lost?
Um, I mean, you could probably manage. I mean, it'd probably be fine,
I might try that then.
but it would mean more if you watched the first one. It would.
Bruh. But that makes me have to
Um,
watch two animated movies.
yeah.
Uh,
Look, they don't have a big part in it, but I think it's funny that in the second one, there are two zebras
there are two
that
zebras.
that are that are cops. That are cops. They're partners,
Yeah,
and they call themselves the Zebros.
that's funny.
And the Zebros are voiced by Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
That is kind of funny. Oh, we have
There's
a
a whole bunch of celebrity cameos in there that I didn't know about until I watched it later.
yeah, we have a Cheyenne watching.
Oh,
Hello,
well, that's interesting. Hello.
and that's the only acknowledgement you will get. Um, so um, I'm trying to think. I watched something not too long ago, and I don't know. I can't remember what it was. Dude, my brain here lately is just not working correctly.
Oh,
I,
that sucks.
it is. It does. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out.
Hey, Duffy,
Yes, sir.
I got a nut.
Son of a bitch!
It's in my hand.
I want it. Let me have it.
There you go. There you go.
Let me have it. Ugh.
That'd be cool if that worked.
That'd been awesome.
No, because then I wouldn't have my nos.
You know what we should do is like we need to prepare for a skit like that at one point, and I'll just have something sitting on the back of the monitor. I'll be
Uh
like,
huh.
ah, ah. Oh, thank you. That'd be cool.
I'm like, no, where'd it
Yes,
go?
I have it. It's in my
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
Fucking Lanite. Oh, oh. Speaking of Lanite, I'm proud of these.
Are you calling him Le Knight?
Yeah, Lanite. He's French.
Uh huh. Yeah, that's easy.
It's page 1, page 2.
Mm,
I think they.
that's cool.
I think they cool.
That is cool.
It's very cool. I noticed that my shit was backwards for some reason. Did you notice that?
I didn't. Oh,
It's backwards.
okay.
That's weird. Why is it like that?
It doesn't look backwards to me.
Uh, well, it's backwards. Maybe I don't know. That's weird. Okay. Um, damn it, this is not going well. I don't feel like.
I started I started whatnotting again.
Me too, buddy. But I'm not buying
I
anything. That's
didn't.
the thing.
I am,
What
but
you?
I'm not starting. I'm not starting collecting again. I'm not quite to that point yet.
What did you buy,
But
James?
so far,
Yeah.
um, I bought one. Apparently, I bought one pop
Oh.
because apparently there was a newer Mega Man pop that I did not have because I have like all of the Mega Man pops.
Okay.
So I bought that, and then I've been watching kind of like those those weird little like electronic show things where they're doing like all the pallets and stuff
Yeah, those are cool.
and, and selling all the stuff for really cheap.
Yep.
I bought
Oh God.
um I bought a drone
Oh shit. Okay.
and a little Minecraft Lego set,
Okay.
a Bop It.
Bob it, twist it, flick it, fuck it.
That's right. And the last thing, which is really stupid, but I thought it was kind of cool. You know those little like remote control helicopters you can get?
Yeah.
I found one like that, but instead of it being a helicopter, I mean, it has the controller and the blade is still the same and everything. It's set up just like a helicopter, but instead of it being a helicopter, it is a Crypto the Super Dog.
Why?
Because I got it for like $6 or $7.
Fair, I guess. Well, that's
That's
good.
why.
So you're just gonna fly a dog around the neighborhood?
But yeah,
All right, that's fair.
I'm going to chase the cats with it in the house.
Okay, that's funny. I like that. Fuck them cats.
They don't like the little helicopters,
That's well, good. You chase them.
and that was going to be a helicopter with a dog on it. They're going to be like, no, it's going to be great.
Now my dogs are gonna bark. I hope. I really hope not.
Why?
Because they're loud. They do loud things. They go rough.
They're not that loud.
They're pretty loud.
That's not that loud.
Well, you just say that because you have bigger
So
dogs that make louder barks.
that they do.
Yeah.
That they do. Oh, so yeah.
And like I said, dude, I don't know why, man. Nothing is coming to mind to talk about. I don't like it.
Well, I said we were supposed to come up with topics before we started.
Did you do that?
I tried,
See?
but then we're right before we started, you're like, "What are we going to talk about? Let's figure out what we're going to talk about." Never mind, we'll just wing it.
Well, it's just wing it. It normally works that way.
Yeah, that's right. Well, think about something.
Oh, I got something. We're not gonna tell you what it
Okay.
is. We're not gonna tell you what it is, but we're gonna be here soon. Maybe next episode, maybe the one after that. We don't know, but we're gonna be starting
Oh,
a new segment here on Rigamarole, and I'm pretty excited about it.
well, I mean, you could just tell them what we were calling it, and then leave it at that.
All right, it's called Rigamarole Podcast Presents. Uh, or, go ahead.
I think it was wasn't it real dumb motherfuckers?
It is, and
That's right.
it's gonna be a segment where we're gonna highlight a real dumb motherfucker doing a real dumb motherfucking thing, and we're gonna touch on it. Now, how we're going to touch on it, I'm not gonna tell you, but it's a whole thing.
That's right. And hopefully, if it goes over well, it'll be a reoccurring segment.
Yes, yeah. And if you guys don't like it, I just want to let everybody know it's Mr. James's brainchild.
It was mine.
Yeah. But again, if you do like it, we both had a 50-50 part. And no, no, it is his brainchild. He came up with it. But
Yeah, but all I did was tell you about it, and you went yes.
it's great. I mean, I think it's a fantastic idea. I'm looking forward to it.
So yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. So I know I told you this, but I made sushi. Yeah, yeah, I did that. It was a whole ordeal.
James, you have
What?
you have a job in which you go to and do manly ass American shit.
That I do. That I do.
You deal with like shoveling nasty, wet, fucking molten rock concrete shit. You deal with the
Yeah.
possibility of you might be walking down the factory or whatever it is, the plant, and all of a sudden lava is going to start bursting and pouring out of a pipe. You deal
Or
with a,
just random explosions, possibly.
I was going to say random explosions. You have blown up a machine or broke it.
Shut up.
I'm just saying
Shut up.
these things have happened. You go
The
home,
steam that's potentially coming out like so hot and under so much pressure that if you like walked past that thing, it could cut you.
yes, and then you go home and you've got this really nice like fucking smoker grill, and you're all the time like going, hey, I'm going out to the smoker and I'm gonna smoke a brisket or I'm gonna smoke some steaks, pork chops, some chicken, hot dogs, whatever.
Yeah,
And then you're like, I made sushi,
I
and
did.
it's like now you need to be wearing like a fucking tweed fucking boggin and fucking like flip flops made from recycled t-shirts and fucking a t-shirt made of hemp and just like you walk around, I eat sushi.
As long as they have that little, as long as they have that little strap on the back of them like Crocs, so I can be in sport mode.
I hate you. Oh,
I couldn't help it. I know how much we both despise Crocs, so I had to do it. I'm sorry.
that's all right. It's dude. It's not just Crocs for me. It's Crocs. It's fucking sandals. Fucking flip flops is the worst. Slides. Fucking men in general do not need that wear any kind of footwear that exposes their foot or toes or of any
Hey,
kind.
the only time that I think it is like I when I say actually acceptable for flip flops really is a beach or a pool.
Barefoot. You fucking you go to
No,
the
because
beach or you go to the pool
there
in your
are times I've
shoes.
dude, there are times I've went to like Kentucky Kingdom, and if I'm like out in like the pool place, like sometimes that concrete's too damn hot, and you just can't walk on it.
Okay, and that's when you gotta be a man and deal with it.
I did. I got blisters all over my feet from it.
That's
So next time I had sandals.
you should be proud of those blisters.
I did the same thing with the beach too, and just went walking across the sand and like ah. That's what sandals are for.
I'm losing faith in you. You're supposed to be the
Hey,
chosen
it's not
one.
like I did a bunch of it's not like making sushi's a bunch of like foo-fooey stuff. It's difficult.
Okay, I'm not, but it's sushi.
It is.
It's chick food.
Is it?
It is. I think so.
Interesting.
I mean, and maybe that's not just me though. I'm kind of curious now. Is
Okay.
is sushi chick food? Uh, not actual chicken, bro.
Uh,
Girl food. Sushi is a Japanese dish. Blah
that's
blah
funny.
blah. It is not specifically categorized as girl food by nutritional standards, but it's often viewed as a healthy, delicate dining option. While often considered a woman's food in some studies regarding dining preferences, sushi
Some studies.
is sushi is universally consumed. But
That's right.
but enough people enough people think it's a girl food that there are studies about it. So
Pretty much anything you're looking for where it's anything that can be debated and can have a study, you are going to find studies on both sides of that.
I mean, that's probably true. That is. And I'm not making fun of you. I'm not taking swings at you. I'm just saying, like me personally, the only I'm not like not eating sushi because I think it's a girl food. I'm not eating sushi because I'm extremely picky on what I eat, and
Well, so am I.
I have a weird.
You know that. I'm really picky.
You're more picky than I am, I think. Yeah, but like I am just. I've heard too many stories about sushi, and another thing that I just really don't like talking about.
Uh
Um,
huh.
and like people eating sushi and getting those things that freaks me
Oh,
out.
I understand that. But you got to understand also the kind that I'm eating, it doesn't even like, I mean, what I'm eating, I'm not even using like raw fish or anything. I'm just using I'm using those like crab sticks.
There you go. I don't like crab meat.
I don't particularly like it, but I think mixed in with everything else, it's funny, man. It's like the sum of all the parts. It's like I don't like seaweed. I don't like crab meat that much. I don't like avocado. But again, you mix that all together and with the rice and the cream cheese and stuff, and surprisingly, that's pretty damn good.
I thought you said yesterday that it turns out you do like avocado.
Well, I don't like guac. The first time I tried just a raw avocado was yesterday, and it's not bad. I mean, it doesn't have much of a flavor to it, to tell you the truth.
He said I don't like guac.
I don't.
That's all right. The guacamole is good. I love the guac.
I'm just saying that I think it's one of those things where, again, all the parts individually, I don't really like it, but put it together and put some soy sauce on it. That shit's good.
Wait, you eat soy sauce,
Yes.
but you're not into
What?
mustard, ketchup.
Well, soy sauce, and if so, I mean, soy sauce isn't vinegary. I think
It's
that's the problem, man.
it's not vinegary, but it has a very don't get me wrong. I like soy sauce. I put soy sauce on my dumplings and my general sauce. But it has a very very powerful flavor,
It does.
and you are so confusing, dude.
It's not about powerful flavors. It's just vinegar. I don't like vinegar based things for the most part.
I just didn't think you like sauce. Period.
It depends,
Mayonnaise,
but only in tuna.
Miracle Whip,
Never.
never. Okay, A1.
I can eat it, but cook a steak right, you don't need it.
Well, yeah, but A1 actually goes well with other things, not just steak.
Right. Like I said, it's not. I've come to like it a little more than I used to, but it's not. I mean, I
It's
am
not a
hardly
favorite.
ever go for it.
Okay, let me think here. I know mustard and ketchup is a no. I know you do barbecue sauce. I know that.
Yeah, but I prefer the ones that are like smokier or spicier as opposed to the super sweet ones.
I don't like any of them, but like the sweet ones are the worst. I will say that. Okay. What about hot sauce? You do hot sauce, right?
If it's the non-vinegary kinds, like something like Frank's, I can't do, but like those hot sauces I would bring to you that you said were way too much,
Yeah.
like those, I can do those.
So weird. Okay. All right. I mean, you is what you is. You like what you like.
Like I said, it's I think it's mostly a vinegar problem.
Okay. I mean, if that's what it is, I mean, I guess I can understand it a little bit. If you don't like the flavor of one thing that happens to be the base of a lot of things, that would explain. Yeah, I'm okay. I get it.
Yeah, it's not that I'm not willing to try those things. It's just it hits me weird, man.
Now, have you ever had mustard and ketchup mixed?
Yes, unfortunately.
Okay. I love it.
About the only time I can do mustard at all is sometimes I don't do it personally, but sometimes during grilling, people will cover the meat in mustard before they put the spices on to use it
Oh
as a
yeah,
binder.
dude, it's good.
But at that point, but by the time you get it cooked, you don't really taste it.
Yeah. A lot of people put it
So
in
there's
potato
that,
salad. Do you like
and
potato
in
salad?
no,
Okay, and in some what? What else?
I was gonna say, and in some Japanese rice stuff, they'll use like a mustard sauce while they're cooking it. But a lot of times, again, by the time it's fully cooked, you don't taste it.
All right. You ever had mustard on toast? It's fantastic.
No.
Okay.
But speaking of toast, I don't remember if I told you this, but I'm going to tell you
Did you call it
anyway
toast?
because it was awesome. The other day, I finally found a big tub of the Wagyu beef tallow,
Ooh. Okay.
and so I've been cooking lots of stuff in that, which
That's
is
awesome.
awesome because it makes a steak taste steakier in a weird way. That's the best way I
What
can
the
put
fuck?
it. It'll just make a steak better. If you cook chicken in that stuff, it's amazing
Really?
because it gives like this weird steaky flavor to your chicken, and that's awesome.
That is kind of
Um,
cool.
so what I did the other day was I got a pan, I put it on the stove, and I put some of that tallow in there, and I put some like a cube of like real butter, melted that down with it, and then put like a bunch of garlic powder and a bunch of salt in there. Mix that all up, and then while it was hot, I got this big loaf of like French bread that was
Ooh.
sliced up, and because there's a lot of times, dude, if I cook a steak inside, once I'm done and take that steak out, I'm going to pour some water or something in that pan with that grease and make like an au jus, and I'll just dip bread in it and eat it, and it's
Yeah.
great. But what I did was I basically did that, but with these little like round pieces of the French bread, I put them in there, flipped them, and got them to where it was all wet, and then I fried them into toast,
Oh shit.
and it tasted like garlic bread with steak,
Oh my god.
and little pieces of toast that just it was amazing.
That sounds fucking fantastic.
I felt good about that one because I didn't even that wasn't something I saw online. I just went, I'm going to try this, and it was great. It was just great.
Yeah, sounds good. Damn.
Yeah, I was going to say, Katie doesn't like the stuff too much because she said even when I've got a Wagyu steak a few times, she said that it's too oily for her
Oily?
because it has too much. Well, the thing is, I mean, that's the main difference between a regular steak and a Wagyu is that it just has a lot more fat in it. So once you
The
cook it,
fat's
it
good.
yeah, but it ends up being like a little more oily-ish.
Okay. I mean that's fine.
I mean,
If it's a
I'm fine with that too.
if it's an oiliness due to the fat, I'm good with that.
Well, that's all that is, man. It's a big tub of like Wagyu beef fat.
That's
That's
awesome.
that's all. Oh, it's dude. Everything I've tried cooking with it has been amazing.
Oh, that stuff's good. I want some Wagyu fat.
Oh, I cooked a burger in it too,
How'd that turn out?
like you would think. It made that burger taste like a steak.
Steak burger. Nice.
Yeah, but not like a steak burger, like a steak. Because like there's a little bit of a difference. There is.
I wonder what a country fried steak cooked in that shit would taste like.
Oh, ooh, ooh. See, I like want to do more experiments, but the thing is, like that, I've been thinking, like people, I've heard of people like deep frying, like the like cooking fries in it and stuff,
Yeah,
and like that sounds good, but the amount of it I'd have to use to do that, I don't want to. That's one jug of this, man. Like I said, that jug's probably yay big. It's a kind of like one of those big things of Crisco that you'd get, but
I
it's a
don't know.
big thing like that. But the problem is like one of those is like $28. It's expensive,
Instead of
but
fries,
damn, is it good?
you know how to make potato chips, don't you?
Yeah,
What
you could
about
probably do that,
uh, that? Might be good. Some like fucking steak
or
flavored
just a, or
homemade
just make
potato
them a little bit
chips.
thicker and make fried potatoes with them.
That'd be good too. But it'd be really, I don't know, it'd be interesting to snack on some fucking steak flavored fucking homemade potato chips.
I mean, huh. Well, maybe next time I come down, we can bring a mandolin and a couple potatoes and some
Fucking
fat, and we can
fuck,
try some stuff.
fuck yeah, dude. Fucking break the shit down.
Fuck, we do that. I might bring you down a loaf of that bread, and I'll show you what I'm talking about because
Yes. Yeah, we'll
dude,
never.
it's amazing.
Yeah, you ain't gonna hear no from me. Something like that. Mm-mm.
Well, like I said, I'm always tinkering with stuff and trying to figure out new stuff to eat because I get tired of eating the same shit all the time, man.
Yeah, I know. And the shit that you start trying to make and eat is like usually like you tell me about it. I'm like, man, that sounds good. Like last night, you're just like, I'm making sushi, and I'm just like, damn it, stop.
Well, I have to try stuff, man. I have to keep trying to make different stuff. I get tired of eating the same shit all the time.
I understand, buddy. I do. You know,
I know you. I know you. I know you ate my big pizza sandwich thing I brought down that one time.
that was fucking good. Well, since you're branching out into different cultures, I have a challenge for you, and I would love to
Okay,
take part in a guinea pig taste experiment.
what's that?
You should make some Indian food.
I was the whole time you were starting to say that I was going. He's going to say curry. He's going to say curry.
Some
Never. I've never even tried, dude. I've never even tried a curry.
dude. So like something simple, something like some butter chicken or some chicken tikka masala. I'd be very curious to see how that turns out.
I'd be interested. I'd be willing to try. Like
Uh,
we've talked about multiple times. How eventually me and you were going to have some kind of cook off at some point.
And it needs to
I would love
happen.
to do that. Tell you the truth, man. I'd even love to throw Hammy into that because Hammy was always good, but
He is good. He is good.
he is good. I don't care, and I don't care if you don't agree. I have always thought I was better, and I would be. I want to prove it.
I've not had enough. I've not had enough of your cooking.
That's okay. Well, not just that, but back then I have improved a shitload from back then anyway.
No.
Because I mean, back then I was just little stuff my grandma would teach me, and I was getting stuff. But by now, I mean, with the amount of time that I've spent on YouTube watching people and getting stuff and figuring out stuff and learning stuff, I am confident with my cooking.
Confident with the cooking. Oh, people are talking shit. Oh shit. Hammy, Hammy is one of them. Oh fuck. Sorry. Hold on, people.
Well, that's not that was no dig toward him. Hamy'd make some good food.
Cheyenne,
I'd just be willing to try it.
Cheyenne, we missed you too. Hammy said he'd eat it. And then when you said, and then whenever you said that you would add him into the mix, he said LMAO. I'd throw down.
I
And
bet he would.
Cheyenne said
That'd
I've
be
had
fun,
enough of
man.
those. Cheyenne said that you and Hamill are about equal cooking wise. Okay,
Oh,
but yeah, I make some good shit. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. I don't think Hammy or I know Cheyenne, but those two have never had any of my dishes. You've tried my burgers back in the day,
yeah.
like when I actually made them right.
No, you make a pretty good burger.
I make a damn good burger.
I'll say this, man. I have completely changed my burger stuff over the last year.
Okay,
Because I was always like, I always wanted a big burger, or like a,
I knew
something like at least like a close to a quarter pounder or something. But
you're
I
a
have
smash
turned into a
burger.
smash burger guy.
No, 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 no. So
Yeah,
you don't want a thick patty, but you don't want a smash burger patty. There's the the
you do.
golden the sweet spot is right in between.
No, you know what the sweet spot is? The sweet spot is two smash burger patties.
Oh,
That way you have enough of that way you have enough of the patty, but you have enough of that crust on the outside of the burger that you only get if you get it smashed.
well, we will see, James. When we face off, we'll see whose burger comes out on
That's
top.
fine.
It'd be mine.
That's fine.
No,
No, you get the vast majority of the flavor on the burger from the bark that gets on the outside of it. You don't get that much bark if you make a thicker burger. If you make thin burgers and you just stack up a couple of them to get to the same equivalency of a thicker burger, it'll
yeah.
be better.
Well,
Better texture, a little bit of a crunch on it.
yeah. I was gonna say, Cheyenne. Yeah, whenever we do this, you can definitely try our foods.
Well, we need judges.
Yeah, she
We
she
need
wants to be
judges.
she wants to be a judge. Um, no, I will say this: I've always been more of a pork chop dude than a steak guy. Like I like a
Mhm.
good steak, don't get me wrong, but if I can get if we go out to eat and I know I can either get a damn good steak or a damn good pork chop, I'm going with a chop. And I will say this: I love my mom; she makes a good pork chop, but there's nothing special about it.
Uh-huh.
My dad made okay pork chops. Um, and I've been to restaurants where I've only been to like two restaurants where I could say it was a damn good pork chop. And I remember one time at the square when Hammy was in the kitchen and he was cooking
Oh,
something,
yep.
and I went in there and he was making pork chops. I'm like, "What you making?" He's like, "I'm just making me a pork chop." I'm like, "Man, that looks fucking good." He's like, "You want me to make you one?" I'm like, "Yeah." And at the time, and I've been into this fucking thing, best fucking pork chop I ever had. It was fucking great. I was like, Jesus. And it wasn't until me and Tanya got together, where that changed because her fucking pork chops are phenomenal. They're fucking it's fucking good. Um, but but no, dude,
Now, I'll go ahead.
Hammy is a serious contender in the kitchen.
Like I said, I will straight up just say when it comes to like, like a fried pork chop, I don't do a bad one, but it's nothing amazing. You give me my grill, on the other hand,
Yeah.
that pork chop fucking that's a different story altogether. That's what
Okay.
I mean. I mean, because if we do this cooking thing, I'm gonna have to take my fucking grill with me. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Me personally, I need a frying pan and I need a griddle.
Yeah. Well, I would need the grill for the burgers.
Yeah.
Not that I couldn't do it on there, but I would prefer to do it on a griddle.
Hammy said,
So I would need.
cook with alligator meat. He said the challenge is really doing something you got no experience in. Which I mean, it's true
Yeah,
to an
I didn't know
extent.
we were Iron Chefing, but I mean, we could. I mean, at some point, maybe.
Me, I'm not that good. I'm not that good. I will say that. I'm good. I'm
Um,
good, but I'm not.
that's good. I don't get, so I still don't get how we talk about all this and all this new stuff and trying new stuff, and you're giving me shit about making sushi. And you've seen it. You saw the picture. It looks good. It looks right. I did it good.
It
Damn it,
looks it
I
looks
did
like legit sushi, but
because it was. I did
all
it.
the stuff that we're sitting here talking about trying and like making and all that stuff is normal like American manly shit.
Look, if you want to talk about 30 years ago, maybe with the sushi, but by now, sushi's very commonplace.
You're commonplace.
That's funny.
You're not commonplace. I'm sorry, buddy. That was uncalled for. I was triggered.
That's okay.
You
I love this smoker, dude. I absolutely love this thing.
I can. I've never played with a smoker, but when it comes to grills, I can cook on a grill. I can make decent food on a grill, but nothing really special comes from me on a grill.
See, I could say the same thing about that with a regular grill. This thing, on the other hand, that's different.
Well, I love the fact that you do not use propane.
The propane accessories.
Yeah, propane and propane accessories are really not whatever everyone says they are. I lost it closer to
No,
the end.
that's okay.
Whoa!
No, the difference, the thing that I thought was cool, I think the thing that changed this is that I definitely like a charcoal flavor. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's why I always like a regular grill is I like the charcoal flavor. And when I got the smoker here, because it's not just a smoker, it's a pellet grill technically.
yeah,
But with that, all the pellets that I got initially, they'd have like the fruit blend and the competition blend and all this stuff, and it'd just be like regular little wood pellets. And I was going, damn it, I missed the charcoal. I mean, I like the smoke flavor, but I missed the charcoal.
yeah.
And then I found that the people who get the charcoal that I usually like the best, they make those pellets, and they make actual charcoal pellets.
Right.
So I've been using those. That way I get like everything I like about the smoker, and I get the charcoal flavor.
Yeah, I get that.
Actually, half the time I mix it together, like my little tote over here at the side, I have like
Hello,
a
everybody.
competition regular
This is
wood
James.
blend and the charcoal pellets mixed together.
Yeah,
So I get kind of like a double flavor going on.
right.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah. I started doing that, and cook them low and slow for a long time till they get up the right temperature. Take them off the smoker, kick the heat up to the maximum, and then once it gets up there, put them back on. Open up the sear plate. That way, I can sear it and put a good crust on it, and start basting it with butter as I'm flipping it over and over again till I get a good crust on it. It's
Yeah.
good shit.
Mr. James,
Yep.
it is time, sir.
No.
It is time
Okay.
for a word from one of our sponsors.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. This is James from the Rigamarole podcast with Dolphin James. Like I said, I'm James. And that guy over there, he's Dolph.
I am Dolph.
So, yeah, hi.
James!
What?
Wait a minute. I got something I need to talk to you about.
Oh, is it important? Because I'm kind of doing something.
It's very important.
Oh, well, what is this very important thing you must tell me about?
Oh, the Rigamarole podcast with Dolph and James is now brought to you by jkdistro.com.
jkdistro.com?
jkdistro.com.
What is jkdistro.com?
I'm glad you asked. jkdistro.com is your #1 source for any of your marijuana-esque related products.
Marijuana-esque related products?
They have what's called THCA.
Well, why don't you tell me what that is?
THCA is essentially THC that is legal in most states, but does the same thing.
Oh, wow.
It's not your Delta 8.
It's not?
It's not your Delta 9.
Son of a bitch.
It's not your Delta 10.
Okay.
It's THCA.
Which is not those other things.
It's not.
Woohoo!
It's wonderful. And you can go to jkdistro.com and select a variety of different products.
They have varieties, not just one thing?
Right.
Oh, wow. Variety is excellent.
They've got your flowers.
Oh,
They got moon rocks.
moon rocks.
They got dust.
I know what none of these things are, but they sound amazing.
They have edibles and gummies.
I know what those are. I'm a fat man.
They even have bones for your pets.
Give a dog a bone.
And watch them go to sleep.
Ooh.
So head on over to jkdistro.com, and for now you can use the promo code Rigamarole Podcast. Wrong, Rigamarole 20.
Rigamarole 20?
Rigamarole 20
Okay.
to get 20% off your order.
That's amazing.
JKDistro.com.
JKDistro.com.
Almost. And we're back.
I'm gonna get. Oh, then I'm gonna give you some more fuel to make fun of me for, I guess.
Oh, give me some fuel, James.
Because I made sushi the other night,
Yeah.
last night. But tonight, I was thinking, you know what? I want to drink. I haven't drank in a while. So
All right.
instead,
I'm
I was
already.
going, I don't really, I was going, I don't really feel like having beer.
You had wine.
And then I was
coolers.
looking at the liquor, and I was like, I really don't feel like liquor. So I ended up getting me like a bottle of champagne and some orange juice and some triple sec because I'm gonna make mimosas. I'm gonna drink a shitload of those after we get off here.
This has been an episode of Rigamarole with Dolphin James.
Hey, you don't do that on New Year's. I thought you had a sip of your woman's and you said you liked it.
On New Year's. You know what else I had on New Year's?
Yeah, all of my crown.
That's right. You're damn right. It was good too. Thank you.
That was funny, like I remember I looked around, I had to look around to try to find that before. Like I remember I had to like go over to Louisville to find that because it was just hard to find. When I went to Walmart yesterday when I was getting the sushi stuff, I was looking in the liquor and stuff. They had probably like 10 bottles of that Blackberry Crown there. And I was just like, you sons of bitches.
That's funny. Cheyenne said that she's coming over to see you because sharing is caring.
That's
The mimosas.
funny.
Fucking man. Like mimosas are an acceptable drink for a man to drink in the morning.
I agree, but I have shit to do throughout the rest of the day, so I will drink them all now. And if I drink all of them, then I will feel good.
You know what? I'm just happy that you didn't say, yeah, I didn't feel like beer, I didn't feel like liquor, so I got me some White Claw.
Oh no.
Yeah, we would have had some
I
words.
I almost bought me a bottle of sake or at least some Japanese plum wine.
That's
Either one of those I'm good with.
that's fine. That's fine.
Have you ever had like the Japanese plum wine?
No, I've never even had sake, but I've heard nothing but good things about Japanese alcohol.
The funny thing is about sake, man, is that if you actually drink it warm, because half the time you do drink it warm,
Supposed to, yeah.
if you get it warm, it goes down almost like water.
Really?
As it gets colder, it starts to have a little bit more of a vodka type almost taste to it. But when it's warm, it goes down too easy, man.
You know, I've heard people say that sake like will fuck you up, and maybe that's why. Like if you don't
It
taste the
will.
alcohol, that's why. Like yeah, I'd be like,
Well, that's what I was saying. I went to one of those hibachi grill places with Noli before, and he ordered a thing of sake, and it just like it was a bottle that was hot, and we had two little cups, a cup for each of us. And I think it was only had like 3 or 4 of those little cups worth, so it was barely more than a shot.
hell yeah,
And I was wobbly by the time I got up from that table.
that's cool. I'm glad you
And
were
that was back when
wobbly.
I was drinking. That was back when I was drinking a lot more. It shouldn't have been like that.
No,
But that plum wine, I did the same thing. Like I've had one big glass of that while I was like at one of those hibachi places, and I got up and I could feel it. And that's a glass of wine. That shit don't happen. So
not
I've got a
supposed to.
bottle of that before. I've got a bottle of that before and drank the bottle and just I was fucked. I was like completely from one bottle of wine.
Dude, I remember years ago when I was living at my dad's, and it was when I had my alcohol problem. I remember one night I had no money and I had no alcohol, and I was like, "What am I gonna do? I got to drink." And my dad was like, "You don't need to drink." I'm like, "I do, and I'm gonna find a way." And then Charlena happened to overhear this and come in there and she's like, "Oh, you don't have nothing to drink, Dolph?" And I'm like, "I don't." She goes, "I got you." And then she comes in there with an unopened big ass bottle of wine. And she's like, I'm not gonna drink this if you want it. And I'm like, it's wine. And she's like, it's alcohol. I'm like, that's a point. That's a good point. So I ended up just popping it. And I took a couple like small drinks just to see, and it wasn't doing nothing. So dude, I ended up chugging like a good half a bottle of this shit, like just in one chug,
Oh yeah.
and then waited like 5-10 minutes, and I started getting a little bit. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
and I chugged the rest of it. And no, like I had a nice effect. It didn't last very long. It was like maybe an hour, if that. But some wines will work.
Right. The Japanese plum wine is. I would definitely recommend that.
Well, now I'm to a
It's
point where
good.
I'm finally to a point now where like there are some times where I will drink to get inebriated, special occasions. But for the most part, when I drink now, it's just to unwind, relax,
Have a drink.
and enjoy what I'm drinking. Yeah, like like
I agree.
I enjoy a nice glass of scotch every once in a while. I enjoy a cold beer every once in a while.
Yep.
A glass of wine, even just for taste here and there. So yeah,
Yep.
I'm all for trying new drinks like that. It's not White Claw.
Yep. Nope. Nope. My vagina's too manly for that.
That's funny. Your front butt,
That's right.
fucking front butts.
It burns.
It burns.
Sorry.
We're the motherfuckers.
Hey. Yeah. Don't be spoiling stuff.
My bad. My bad.
That's why I said sorry as soon as I did it.
That's funny.
Oh.
So, James,
Yep.
you seen any tiny vans lately?
I don't reckon I do or
That's
have.
that's yeah. There you go. That's progress.
Hmm.
Any dragons?
Um.
I'm sorry.
No.
I went back and I watched that episode recently just because I was like,
Uh-huh.
that was funny. It is funny, but also the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, man, me and Joe were such assholes. We really were. We really
I'm
were.
glad you can recognize it.
Yeah, it was really shitty. It was such a fucking shitty thing.
So it was understandable.
It was, yeah. But like, and the funny thing
I
is,
was,
like,
I was trying so hard.
you were, dude. And the funny thing is about it, like, I'll joke about it now too. Like I just said the dragons thing, but I personally believe, like, because I've heard the spiel, like uninterrupted and all that, and I do have to say that it's. I can't say that I'm for, firmly convinced, but it is definitely interesting enough to be like, this could be a thing.
I think there's some merit to it.
There's yeah, plenty of merit. Oh,
Huh.
people talking. Just saying. Ah. Um. I'm gonna make a smoked alligator white chili. Says the hammy.
I'd eat it.
I wouldn't. I like white chili, but I cannot eat any amphibians or reptiles. Can't fucking do it. They gross me out. They're
Well, they
slimy,
just have to not
nasty
tell
little
you. They just
things.
have to not. They're not slimy after they're cooked.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I had fucking all right. I remember going to Jim Porter's one day. Joe worked there, and it just turns out that Bo had made frog legs, and I didn't know this,
Yeah.
but Joe was the first one back there before we clocked in. He goes, "Oh, dude, you should go back there. Bo made some chicken. He brought it in for everybody." I'm like, "Really? Bo made chicken?" He's like, "Yeah, go get some chicken." So I go to the back, and I see this big fucking plate that looks like fried chicken, and I get me a piece. And I take it and I'm eating it. Go out back to the door outside where Joe is, and I'm chewing. I was like, "It's good." And I was like, "The flavor's not bad. Something off with the texture." and it was. I'm not gonna say slimy. That's maybe the wrong word, but definitely smooth, smoother than chicken should be, like the meat. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
and I was like, yeah, flavor's fine. It's just something wrong with the texture. He's like, oh, that's because they're frog legs. I'm like, what? I about threw up. Some bullshit. I ain't eating no frogs, turtles, snakes, lizards.
Turtle's some good food.
I've heard, but no, I'm good. Not doing it. Not gonna do it. Uh, gator tastes just like chicken dog. You know.
As
Then
long as you're not eating babies.
that's funny. I hate it when people say it, but it tastes like chicken. It tastes just like chicken. Then why don't? Then why am I gonna waste my time eating it when I could just go eat some chicken? Like, why would I want to eat something that tastes like chicken when I could just go eat some chicken? That's not a selling point.
Well, I didn't try to sell it like that.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Cheyenne. How dare you? What you say? I he said you make a good point. But no, I wasn't trying to shit on you or
Yeah.
anything. Just
Because, I mean, chicken's pretty cheap, too, compared.
yeah, it's cheaper. I like lamb, dude. If lamb or goat is made correctly, it is fucking fantastic.
Yeah. If made correctly.
I've never tried to cook it. I kind of want to try, but I don't know how well I would do. Ooh,
I only tried once, and they were like the full on like lamb shanks instead of the chops, as though they were really big. And the recipe I was following had me like reducing wine and shit, and it ended up. It's not that it was bad, but it just. I don't think I'd cooked the alcohol out enough, so it had too much of a wine taste to it, and I wasn't happy with it.
James, you should get your smoker and you should smoke some lamb chops and you should cook it in that wagyu steak shit.
That sounds good.
Yes, it does. That
I
sounds
might have to
fucking.
do that now.
That sounds fantastic.
Oh, I love my tallow, man. I love that wagyu tallow. It's an amazing thing.
Henry says he's gonna take the alligator tail. I don't know. Maybe some gator cooked in wagyu fat might be all right.
You just want stuff that tastes like steak.
Oh, steak's
That's
good, man.
funny.
I still need to go to game. I do want to try a fucking kangaroo burger.
Kangaroo. See, I knew that's what you were going for.
Yep. I've heard from two
Yeah, I
people
wouldn't.
that
I
it's
wouldn't.
good.
I wouldn't mind trying it.
Wait, have you not?
No, I haven't had it.
We should go. We should go sometime.
Well, we can make a stop there when we go golfing.
So never.
Everybody, a lot of people at work golf. They keep trying to get me to go, and I'm like, I don't have clubs.
Dude, every time I have tried to fucking go golfing in the last 20 years, and there's only been like maybe 5 or 6 times that I've like, you know what? I'm going golfing this weekend. It never pans out. It never happens. The first time in the last 20 years that I talked about was with you. We were at Porter's, and
Yep.
we had made a plan to go golf, and it just never fucking happened. And then I made
Yep.
a plan a couple years later for somebody, didn't fucking happen. Then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go by myself. And then financially couldn't do it. And just every fucking time, it just does not happen. I don't know why. It's just not in the cards.
Yep. It'll happen eventually. Hopefully.
Eventually. I have not, dude. Last time I golfed, I was like 14, maybe 15, and
Mm.
I was halfway. I mean, I wasn't good by any means, but I was halfway decent for my age, and I'm
Oh,
older now.
hey,
Like
golfers.
yeah,
I have to tell you something. I was excited. I'm sorry. I figured out something the other day. I
what
can punch again.
you can punch.
I can.
That's good. Can you take a punch?
I imagine.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't see why I'd be hitting you in the shoulders anyways. So,
Right, but I mean, I can. They work. They work again.
all right, have you punched anything hard and sturdy?
Not full on sturdy yet,
Okay.
but even before just the quick snap, I could feel it and it would hurt.
Yeah, but now
And
not.
now it's fine.
That's
Oh
good,
no, the
dude.
snap, it's gone, dude.
Fuck yeah.
It's back. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I know I don't have the strength that I had, but I mean, it's
It'll come back.
the mechanics are there.
Yeah, strength will come back.
Well, I noticed the other day while I was at work, I was like turning some valves that I remember were giving me a hard time when I first got back to work, and I was turning them again, and I was like, this isn't bothering me. This doesn't hurt. I wonder, and then I started punching, and I was like, oh, it works.
Hammy said, "You guys golfing would be funny as fuck. Booze or no booze is the question." Well, no booze, sir.
Well, as long as we no, as long as we had somebody to like, drive us back wherever, then booze would be the preferred method.
For golfing?
Yeah, dude, that's what everybody at work talks about. They were talking about going to the golf course and drinking a bunch, and by the end of it being all screwed. And they said it doesn't even matter if you're doing good or not; you're just having fun.
I'm going to fucking. I want to play.
Even if we don't do that, we should maybe meet up and go to Top Golf.
What is Top Golf?
Oh, it's like over in Louisville, dude. It's kind of like an arcade almost. You like go to your think like a bowling alley, because it's got a thing,
Yeah.
with like the seats where this is your like cubicle, but you're like up on a wall, and then there's a big like course thing out in front of you that has targets on it and shit, and it's all electric and stuff. So like it keeps track of your ball and like how far you go, and there are a bunch of different games you can play and set up for it and stuff.
That's kind of cool. Okay.
So it's accuracy based challenges, and they will bring you like food and alcohol to your little booth and stuff.
All right. I'm sold. I'm sold on that. We can go there. That
You
sounds
should,
cool.
yeah, I'm serious. Like right now, you should look up some Top Golf stuff. Just to like look up and see what the place looks like. It's amazing. I think you would be impressed.
We might could do that. Cheyenne said she could be our DD as long as she gets to watch us play golf. That's funny. No,
as long as we still get to drive the golf cart.
yeah. So yeah, Twilight Golf Course in Jeffersonville. Is it in Jeff? No, it's kind of like yeah, it's in Jeff. My bad. It's you can do club rent. They'll rent you the clubs. They'll rent you a golf cart. Like you can pay for the whole thing. And
Uh-huh.
it's not bad. It's not bad. Well,
Right.
back in the day, I don't know if it's still around. I can check. Twilight Golf Course.
You should have looked for the Top Golf. What are you doing?
In Jeffersonville. Is it still a thing? Do they have a web? No! It is permanently closed.
Oh, okay. Then look up the Top Golf.
Top Golf.
I just want you to see what it looks like.
Well, hey. Okay, yeah. That looks cool. I would do this, yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Golf courses near me.
The one Sellersburg's probably the closest one to you.
There's Sellersburg, Jeffersonville, and Clarksville. Let's take a look at Hidden Creek and Sellersburg. Website. Let's see what they offer. Okay. Rates. Well, that's not bad. Okay. What do you get? What do you don't tell me what you get?
Yeah, and there's that one in Clarksville back behind the Target
Yeah.
next to the park.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. So you can do the Twilight package. It's $24 a person and includes a cart. And you can play either 9 or 18 holes, but and it's any day of the week after 2 p.m. Or you can get the regular package, which is $36 a person. Same thing, except it's any time of the day.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care what time we go. We can go after 2. No matter, don't bother me.
As long as the weather's good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not a bad deal.
I think I get a discount at the one that's right next to my work.
You can get a discount. Discounts are good. No. All right, so it's time to get controversial.
Is it?
It is time. Yeah, yeah, it's that time of the podcast. We're gonna start talking about something fucked up.
Okay.
How do you feel about Justin Bieber?
I'm surprised he didn't get eaten.
Oh shit! I was literally just gonna just go. He's controversial, and then I was gonna be done. I didn't expect you to snap back like that. Yeah, I'm surprised too, dude. I've seen like a lot of old interviews with him and Diddy, and just like dude, Diddy was very handsy with Bieber when he was a kid.
Oh yeah.
Like on all these interviews, like, hey buddy, buddy, I'm gonna touch you and shit. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you're part of my crew now, and yeah, man, you can come over and have a good time. Have a few drinks, man. You ever been with a woman? Yeah, I get you, man. I get you a girl. Yeah, I get you some girls. Fucked up.
That's right.
Fucking Diddy.
I mean, it's in the name. We should have known.
Did he? Yes, he did.
I mean, it was one thing when he was like Puff Daddy. That's one thing. But when he switched it to Diddy, you go, oh. Oh.
Puff Daddy's bad too, though.
Yeah, but not quite.
Yeah. Oh shit, dude. I almost made a bad joke. Almost. I was like this close. And then I was like, all
Uh-huh.
right, we're on a podcast right now.
Okay. Oh.
I might
Well,
say it.
Mr. Buddy, I don't know how much longer you plan on doing that, but I've been sitting outside for like an hour and a half now. I'm pretty damn cold.
I mean, we've been going for an hour and 29 minutes. We can. That's a good
That's
stop
what
to
that's
go
what
on.
I'm saying. We don't have to do it this moment, but I'm telling you, it probably ain't gonna be that much longer.
No,
I'm cold.
we're good. I feel like once we start talking about it, we should wrap up.
Right.
Plus,
Well, it was
I'm
like I
hungry.
said, it's not that I didn't have anything else to talk about. It's just my fingers are starting to not feel. So, you know.
Well, there's a remedy to that, James. Don't be
Not on the
cold.
podcast, there's not.
I was just gonna say, don't be cold.
Not on the podcast, they're not. I don't need to be added to no list. There's been a lot of that going around lately. Lists and whatnot.
That was fucked up, dude.
I'm just saying.
Damn it, James.
What?
Jay Diddy. Jay Diddles?
No.
All right. All right. Well, yeah, thank you for watching another episode of Rigamarole Podcast with Dolphin James. I am Dolph.
I be the James.
And don't be a Nazi.
Don't eat babies.
And fuck you, Talon.
Fuck you, Talon.
All right. So we're not recording
What were you,
anymore.
what were you going to tell him? What was the joke?
Oh, let me stop the last